What's up, guys? This is Justin from the Board Game Losers, and we are back here with Dungeon Crusade, getting our dungeon crawl on. Yeah, let's just get started. I think that's the easiest thing to do. If you're this far into the series, this game needs no introduction. So, let's just crack on with it, as they say. Um, yeah, so we're going to start with our upkeep phase. We all know the upkeep phase. Nothing to do with afflictions, fortunately. We have torches, so let's start with our torch rolls. Remember, on a 1 or a 2, the torches go out. We'll start with our paladin. Uh-oh. His torch is out. And for our battle mage, that's good. Okay. That's unfortunate. Initiative tokens. Let's see. So we're going to have to do it a little bit different this time around, because we're kind of, if you remember on the board, we've got them together. So the battle mage is actually next to a location that we have to go into. So either she can start or the paladin can start. So we'll start with the paladin. So he's going to be 1. She's going to be 2 because we're going to want to rally her. And then they're just both going to need to move. Move out. Yeah. So we'll make that 3, 4, and 5, 6. 1, 2. Yeah. Yep. So, Paladin is going to be 1, 3, and 4. I had to think about that for a second. Paladin's going to be 1, 3, and 4. Battle Mage is going to be 2, 5, and 6. Okay? That way they can rally in the first chamber. Alright. Nothing to do with the teleport because we have not completed our any of our quests, or all of our quests. I should say not any of our quests. We've completed 1. So now it's the encounter phase. Let's see what ridiculousness awaits us in the encounter phase. Here we go. It says one of the Skiros has discovered a chamber which seems to be a chapel-like area in the ruins. Upon, let's do that again. It's doing that again. Hold on. I don't know why it does this. It just likes to be contrary. Okay, let's try this again. Hey, there it is. Once the discarded chamber, upon the east walls, a beautiful fountain with blue water cascading in the basin. The waters will heal a hero for 6 health plus the result of a d6. Select one hero who will drink from this fountain. So, who do we want to select? I think we're going to select the paladin because 2 reasons. Number 1, one main reason. Remember, this is the Angel of Healing, so our battle mage does have kind of a way to heal. Our paladin can use his essence and potions, but this is basically free healing. And he gets a d6. So anyway, it's a 6 plus a d6. Now if I look at the paladin, yeah, he's at 9, and he needs to go to 16. So that's 7 gets him to full, but I guess we'll roll just to keep it legit. Oh wow. Wow. That's an awesome roll. That would have been 12 health. So he's actually going to go all the way back up to full. Too bad he didn't have that much essence, but it is what it is. Alright, cool. That is the encounter. Guardian roll. Where's the d20? There you are. Guardian roll, currently we're at 16. 11. Nope. So we're going to drop our marker down to 15. And now we go to the hero phases. So we're going to start, remember, we're going to start with our battle mage, or sorry, with our paladin. And we're going to try to rally in this chamber. And go from there. Although, to be honest, yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we do. Alright, so here we are, starting with initiative token 1. Here's our initiative token 1. Paladin is right here. He's the one that has that initiative. So we're going to do movement with our first action. And I do want to clarify this. I went back and reread a response from Roger about attacking. And the definition that he gave is that you think of each token as an attack, right? So one initiative token is one attack. Now, when you attack, you still end that initiative, right? That token is, both actions become spent. If it was your first action in your attack, you don't get the second action. If it's your second attack, your second action, then obviously it's done anyway. That's how, I guess I will say that's the intent of the rule. We disagree on how it's written. I do not, based on the rules, interpret it that way because I think there's some language that is not clear, but that's how he said it is. So that's how we'll play it. I guess in a normal, like in the normal mode, right, you've got 6 different heroes. So they only all get to excuse me, they only all get to attack once. In Crusader mode, solo Crusader, you get potentially attack, one person gets to attack 3 times. Of course, you only have up to 3 people, so I mean it does make sense. It's just the verbiage isn't clear. So that was kind of throwing me off. But that's the official interpretation, so that is what we'll go with. Yeah, let's do some movement. All right, here we go. D6, 5. Yeah, that should be enough to get over there. So we come out of the chamber. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's the entrance. So 5. We're in the chamber. We're going to go ahead and remember we're going to rally. So we're going to take the number 2 token that is on the battle mage. We're going to rally the battle mage. Boom. And do some combat, which means this number 1 token is going to be done with. Okay. And we would roll for the mage to get in, but her default movement is more than enough for her to get in, so we don't have to worry about that. And what are we going to fight? Let's see what they're going to fight. It's going to be level 3 champion. They're both still in that room. It's level 3 champion. So let's go and see who they're going to fight. Alright, so here's our level 3 champion deck. Give it a shuffle right quick. And we're going to be fighting. Ooh, we've seen this guy. Blackhand Defiler. Desecration of the Soul. Before combat, each hero must test Wisdom to resist the corruption of the Defiler. On a fail, roll a d3. Result is health and essence loss. Ooh. Spiritual, physical, and arcane. So, yeah, this just is not a bad one to pull, to be honest, because physical and spiritual really good with our paladin, and arcane is great with our battle mage. So there you go. Alright, let me get them set up and we will get to some combat. Alright, here we are. So, I've got all the relative things out for our heroes. The first thing, we've got to do this check here from the Black Hand Defiler. So we got to do a Wisdom 14 check to not lose a D3 health and essence. So we'll start with our Paladin. He gets a +3 and his Wisdom is 4, so +7 against a 14. Remember, with the Solo Crusader, or the not Solo Crusader, with the scalable difficulty, when you get into the third chapter, every roll is a straight roll. So, looking for a 14. Oh gosh, that was a fail. That sucks. So he's gonna lose a D3 health and essence. Oh man, he's gonna lose 2 health, 2 essence. Wow. So he goes down to 2 essence and 14 health. Our mage gets a 6 plus a 6. That's a 12 to her willpower. Of course, she rolls a 19. That's ridiculous. So she doesn't lose anything. Okay, so that was before combat. What order are we going to attack with? Well, let's do this. If we're going to attack with spiritual and physical, he's going to do that. She's going to do arcane. So we'll roll here on this card here. All right, we're going to start with physical. Let me take a die. I'm going to cover that up. That number doesn't mean anything. I'm just covering it up for me. So physical, he's got a 5 plus a 5, so that's a 10 with a DC 17. All right, so we need to 7 or better with this for him to hit with the physical, and that is a 9. 9 and 10 is 19. We needed a 17. That's a hit, so that's 4 damage with his sword. Probably didn't have to have them both in here, but you never know. All right. Next up is either 2 or 3. So it's going to be arcane. So we're going to be using. Let's flip this over. We're going to be using the Scepter of Truth. This is a 3 damage item, but once per combat round while fighting minion, champion, or guardian monster, you may re-roll a D12 result. So if she rolled really poorly, potentially we could get a huge boost. But as it stands, we get a +5 from her class, her level, and another 4 from this item. So that's a +9. So that's pretty good. And we're looking for a target of 14. And if we hit with this, that will kill him. Yeah, that is a total of 19. We needed a 14. So, yeah. He is vanquished. So we don't even need to finish. Awesome. Let's do a loot roll. And that is a 12 plus. And we get an 11 because loot rolls consistently for us have been not prevalent. Let's just say not prevalent. But in addition to vanquishing him, we do still get the 2 life force. We're going to put that in our pool. And yep, this defiler is gone. And so what we do need to remember, and I had to look this up, based on what I could find in the rule book, which isn't really explicitly stated because of the way that it is written, is this goes back into the deck. So it goes back into the deck, and then we shuffle the deck up. Right, so you could potentially, the next chamber you go into, there could be another one of these. These are not necessarily like one and done type things where you go through the deck. I think it would be kind of neat to do that, but at the same time, I mean, there could be a lot of stuff in the dungeon over the years. Like, for example, the Fallen King, right? You'd be like, oh, there's only one king. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like the most recent king, but maybe it's like a king from 200 years ago. So thematically, I can see how that works. Um, there's no quest items in there, but what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take. Well, we did both of these, so we know. I'm gonna put a little token in the 2 rooms that we've done, just as a reminder. Just put these in there to show that they've been cleansed, right? Because they're empty, but that, technically, if we had done something and you had, like, let's say, uh, went into one and somebody fought and then they left and then they transferred their stuff over, or maybe somebody cleared out the room before the other person that had the rights in the water came in to cleanse it, quote, quote, like, then that would be a problem. You wouldn't know which one did it. So that's how I'm going to do it. That way we know that it's done. Okay. Good deal. So we're going to go back over to our heroes, and we're going to be activating the Battle Mage twice, and then we're going to activate the Paladin twice, and that will complete this round. All right, here we are. So here is our Battle Mage. There's her initiative token. So remember, she gets a d6 plus 6 still. So that's 10 movement. And there's you can see I put our markers here to note that those have been cleansed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 movement. And then she's going to move again. Let's move the camera up a little. Alright, this is her next movement. A d6 plus 6, 12. Holy smokes. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Gonna do the same thing as last time. She's gonna park herself right outside that door. Not use the rest of her movement. And that takes care of the third activation. Sorry, the third initiative token, I should say. Fourth initiative token. This one is the Paladin, so we're going to go to him. Alright, here we are with our fourth initiative token. That's just way zoomed out because he's going to be moving a lot. Wait, you know what? No, sorry. Fourth token is not him. Fourth token is our mage. She is going to spend life force for her third activation. Because remember, she rallied and then she moved, so this is her third one. Yep, she's going to spend life force to increase one of her skills, abilities. And the one that she is going to do, using 4 life force, is Imbued Fury. This is the third level of this. This is a weapon. All right, we put this on one of her weapons, or her hero's weapons, or not hero's weapons, one of her party's weapons within 6 spaces. No line of sight. The next time the weapon deals damage, it deals 3 extra damage. So if we put it like on her staff will do 6 damage on the first hit, right? So it's not like permanently, it's just on the next hit. And then once that one hit happens and the extra damage is done, then this goes back to her channeled. So it's just a 1 hit, but it's basically 3 extra damage, which is just a lot of damage, especially at the higher levels. And if you miss, right, it doesn't go away on the weapon, which is great. So that's what she's going to do. That's going to go into her area there. So she now has that ability. And that is the 4th token. And now 5 and 6 are going to be our Paladin, who's going to need it because all he does for movement is a d6 plus 2 because he lost his torch, which is quite unfortunate. So 2 actions. First action. Alright, let's see here. Alright, that's a 4. So he's going to come out 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. We're going to move again. D6 plus 2. 8. That helps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's his whole activation. This is why having some movement and torches helps so much. Last activation. Boom, 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 boom. Same thing again. Trying to get him up top. So 6 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And his last move, we're not even going to worry about rolling because he's just going to go into, well, yeah, we'll roll it. Of course. Now he gets the 6. He's actually going to go into this northern chamber. 1, 2, 3, boom. Into this northern chamber where he will face and he can't rally, so this is him by himself. Oh my gosh, it's a level 4. This could be rough. Yeah, this could be rough. Okay, let's go over to the table and see what happens. Alright, here we are. Here's the level 4 champions. I knew that was going to happen at some point. This could be not good. Let's shuffle these up. And we'll give it a quick cut. We're fighting a Beast of Faith. Oh my gosh, 19, 15, which is range, which is what we're horrible at to begin with. And Chaos at 17. Oh man. Oh man. That is so bad. Wow. Okay. Well, that's what we're doing. Gonna be honest. I feel an Ultra Juice fixing to be drunk. And I feel some consecration fixing to probably happen. Alright, let me get him set up and we'll continue with the battle. Alright, here we are. Ready to go. We have spiritual. We have ranged. That's not cool. Oops. And we have chaos. I did want to mention this because he is holding this. Technically, it's equipped. This is an underworld weapon, which they're super powerful. We've picked up a couple of these. I haven't really explained how it works. So, excuse me. So what happens is, at the start of the combat round, if you want to use it, or when you use it in the combat round, you have to feed it 1 life force, right? And it's going to give you like huge damage, right? But you see this skull here, that's what's called a fate roll. And the fate roll basically is you roll your fate and you see whether you live or you die, because these weapons are so powerful, they could potentially take your life. So what you do is when you use it, you feed it that, and that's good for the round. I would note that if you go, since it's chamber combat, if you're using it in the course of chamber combat, you have to feed it 1 every combat round, right? So you don't just get 1 for the whole time. It's every combat round. But you roll this saving, basically this fate roll, and the only thing that modifies it is your level, right? So there's no, as far as I know, there's no items or anything like that that can help negate this. So let's just say, for example, that I use this. I was successful. Well, it doesn't really matter whether you're successful or not. If you use it, whether you hit or not, you still have to make this roll. So I'm going to do my fate roll. All right, so that's a 4. So that would have been a fail. That would have been a big time fail. So what happens is your character, your hero, is immediately dead, right? And you treat it just like your hero was slain, and you got to go through the resurrection process to get them back out on the board. That's how these work. Super helpful. I mean, 6 damage would half kill anything, right? But there's definitely a cost. Wow, that's horrible. Wow, that's even worse. Now see, should have waited for a loot roll for that. I just wasted it. Okay. First thing we're gonna do, I think, is we're gonna go ahead and use our last angel essence. Remember, we have this angel from a while back. We had one more charge on it. Restores 8 essence when we use it. This was on the paladin, so now that angel is completely used up. He gains 8 essence, so it means he'll go up to 10, right? Which is great. And then we did that so that we could cast this Consecrate Ground. So we've seen this before. It's going to cost us 4 essence. We're going to go ahead and channel it. And paladins have lowers the warfare values by 4. It says the ability remains active for the duration of this turn. So, in light of our discussion about the attacks, I'm assuming that actually means, which I've not used, the way I used it last time was the whole turn, like not just his turn, but for the entire turn, including on the battle mage's turn, where we didn't have to recast it again. I'm assuming that just means for basically this combat. So that's really what it means. Again, yeah, that's a little bit confusing, but we can talk about all that in the review video. Cool. So let's see what we're gonna do. I tell you right now, I'm not gonna use this. I just wanted to show this to you to kind of explain that. We may do it. We may do it at the very end, in like the last, let's say killing the last guardian or something like that. Also, let's not forget, oh gosh, this environment card. -3. Let's set this up here to remind us. This is still in play, right? This is an environment card, and until another environment card comes out, this still affects us. So we actually have -3 to our roll, which means we actually have a -1, a -1 to our ranged. Oh wait, why did I say ranged? Not ranged. It's physical, spiritual. I grabbed the wrong token. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. So really, this doesn't even help us at all. Okay, well, okay, that's a little bit better. Still, so this doesn't apply. All right, let's see what we're. Okay, it does. It's okay. No, oh gosh, I'm sorry. I can't read icons tonight. Apparently, that is right. There we go. Final answer. Okay. So, what are we going to start with? We're going to start with Chaos. Now, let's remember, we have a -4, so our target number now is 13 instead of 17. We get 5 from this, -2 from our hero, so that's actually +3. And we need a 14. Whoa! Holy cow! I did not expect him to hit with that. I'm going to be honest. 17, which is enough by itself before we even modified it with anything. Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. Alright, so there's 4 damage to the Beast of Faith. Wow, that's insane. I did not expect that to happen. I love this game. Okay. 1 or 2. Okay. This is where we take damage. This is where we take damage. Alright. Let's see what happens. This is going to be ranged. So we have +2. Then we have -3. I'll put this up here. Let's back out here. There we go. So we have a -1 to this. And we need a 15 -4, so we need an 11. Did we just get it? It's a 9 and a 6 is 15. -1 is 14. We needed an 11. Holy cow. We actually got it. That is amazing. Bravo, Paladin. Holy smokes. Those are the 2 worst ones. Spiritual, I was like, that's going to be easy. That would have been a +8 just from these, and another 6. So you'd have had a +14 in spiritual. Holy cow. Yep, that's 4 more damage. That puts it over 7. So Beast of Fate has been slain. We're going to go ahead, before I forget, and put our marker in the chamber to show that it's been cleansed. There we go. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Loot roll. 10 plus. Alright, 12. I'll take it. It's 200 gold. Would have really preferred an item, but hey, you get what you get. And we also get 2 life force. So let's not forget to put that over there. So here's our 2 life force. We're going to put that in our pool over here near the academy. And wow, okay, well, that was neat. I did not expect that. I figured he was going to take at least 1 hit. So bravo, Paladin. Bravo. All right, cool. Man, that's awesome. And that actually completes our last initiative token. So next, we'll clean this up and we're going to go to the monster phase. Alright, so here we are with the monster phase. We don't have any kind of increase in the number of minions. We're still at 5. We still have 5. What's probably going to happen though is this dude right here, the very first one we roll, he's raiding. So that's going to be a thing. So let's go ahead and roll. Alright, here we go. A d6 plus 4, that's a total of 10. Or sorry, wow, I can't count. That's 4, that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. He goes into the village. So that's going to come off of him. He's going to come off the board. And now we have to process what happens when a raiding minion enters the village. Alright, so to process the raiding minions are pretty simple. Okay, all that's going to happen is boom, our terror level is going to go up. Now, if remember the incantation track is different. If the incantation track goes up, the terror goes up by 1, but it also increases the number of minions that are on the board, and we lose items in the blacksmith, I believe. So it's definitely much worse. Evading out of rooms can be bad news bears. Fortunately, we've done well, and we have not had to worry about evading. But yeah, that's definitely potentially could be a thing. All right, depending on what kind of gear you got and how well, or most of the time, in my case, not well, you roll. But that's all we have to do for the raiding minion. So now we'll go back and finish out the rest of the monsters. And I would also note that because this happened, the minion left during the monster phase, there's going to be fewer minions on the board, right? We're not going to add another one now because he did that. That won't happen until the monster phase in the next, in the next video. So keep that in mind. So let's go back to the board and finish out our movement. All right, so let's finish out our movement here. So the blue Shadow Servant, boom, right there. Oh gosh. Just a total of 4. D6 plus 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Goblin Footman over here. Probably need a troll die. D6 plus plus 3. Whoa, 9. And he's choosing purple. So 1, 2, 3. He's going purple, which is also green. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Red Skeletal Grunt, which is right here. D6 plus 2. Total of 3, choosing blue. 1, 2, 3. Red Shadow Dweller, right over here. D6 plus 4. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is really slow. And that is all of the minion movement. Now we need to do Guardian movement. And we're going to start. He's got two quadrants that he's going to move. Remember that I don't, with Guardians, don't let them go back on the same path they came from. That's not official. That's just how I do it. Going blue. Okay. So it actually doesn't really matter what we roll because both of the only 2 valid paths, not going back on the one he came from, actually go right back here. So boom. So he's going to end up right there, a little bit closer to us. Of course, so basically, just to like look at the state of things, basically once we clear out this room right here, once the paladin goes in there, that will actually complete the other quest table, which means the only thing left will be killing the guardians. So what we're going to be doing after that is we're going to be heading after the guardian, and hopefully next time around we can spawn a guardian. And if we spawn the guardian, hopefully it'll spawn close to us so we can take him out, and then yeah, that'll be it. So I think that's everything, guys. Oh, you know what we need to do? I always forget this. I need like another. He's sitting right here. I always forget to move Albus. Albus is going to move. He's right here. He's going to head back to town to get a torch and potentially purchase some no weapons or gear. We won't do that in this video, but we'll do it in the next video. But he should be able to at least get to town. Wow, 11. Remember, he gets 2 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then his next one, if 19. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. All right, so he's in town. So we'll deal with that in the next video, but at least now he's moved. And he's got, what's he got on him? 1,600 gold, so he should be able to get pretty much anything he wants. Yeah, okay, cool. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing, and I will see you, my friends, in the next video. Bye, guys.